Judge, on this one, if we may, proceed on the full indictment, I think we need that to get to the third.
Good morning. Are you Tristan Jones?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
This docket is about to move fast, and it's not slowing down. We're about to see sentence enhancement stacking years onto a charge, a defendant realizing mid-hearing that his past convictions just turned a misdemeanor into a third-degree felony, and later, a murder case where the judge makes it crystal clear. After today, there are no more plea deals. Add in witness testimony involving a machete, an AR-style rifle, conflicting statements of police, and a tense courtroom correction, and you've got a hearing where every word matters. Stay locked in, because what happens next shows exactly how prior convictions can completely change someone's future.
Hold on, I've got too many things. Right, Mr. Jones, in cause number 25, GCCR 1668, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of evading arrest or detention with previous convictions, and that's from September 30th of 2025. The indictment alleges you were previously convicted of evading arrest or detention October 18th of 2024, and then after that was final September 25th of 2025. And then the indictment further alleges that you were previously convicted of possession of methamphetamine, state jail felony, February 8th of 2018. And after that was final, you were convicted of unauthorized use of a vehicle, a state jail felony, February 26th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? So to the original charge of evading arrest or detention from September 30th of last year, are you guilty or not guilty?
I'm not guilty.
Okay, so why did you do paperwork for a plea of guilty?
Oh, I didn't. I thought I didn't know you were adding all that together since 2018.
That's the stuff that we talked about, how you get to where you're a third degree felony. I explained it to you when we were in there.
I used all of that. A lot.
It is a lot.
I've explained the same at length, Judge.
So those prior offenses make it to where your punishment could be a third degree felony, which is between 2 years and up to 10 years. So the first two, the evadings, make it a state jail.
Yes,
So you've
ma'am.
got a misdemeanor that is enhanced to a state jail because you've got more evadings. Then you've got more state jails from prior, which makes it then a third degree felony. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what Mr. Parker went over with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So to the offense of evading arrest or detention with previous convictions, are you guilty or not guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
To the prior offenses of evading arrest or detention, are those true or not true? Is it true or not true that you were previously convicted of evading arrest or detention in 2 prior cases?
True.
And then is it true or not true that you committed the state jail felony offense of possession of methamphetamine in February of 2018? And then after that was final, you were convicted of unauthorized use of a vehicle of state jail in February of 2025. Are those true?
Yes, ma'am.
True or not true?
True.
So did you enter your plea of guilty and true freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you plead guilty because you actually did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can't change your mind later if I go along with this agreement. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objections?
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Jones is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that your a plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, and also your pleas of true. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas. find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, find you guilty of evading arrest or detention with prior convictions, find those prior convictions true in the indictment, sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 4 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I've handed you the trial court certification that shows these were agreements, or this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. A firearm is a legal term. You should read that admonishment to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Parker.
What's wrong?
The court is aware, he did just probably county jail time on most of those misdemeanors out of Harris County. He has done one lesser TDC amount, but he's never done as much as the 4. That was
Okay.
for all.
And your honor, just for procedural measures, he has a case out of Orange County. I'm not sure if they have a hold on him, but he thinks there may have been a PR bond set. I'm not sure, but I was hoping that there's somehow we could check him. So he doesn't go to TDC, and then we can get him transferred to Orange. I don't know if it's nothing to do. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
I just thought I'd bring
The
your.
jail,
Okay.
I mean, if there's a hold from another county, maybe the best thing to do would be call Orange County to
Okay.
let them know that we're done. And
I'll
they
do
might, if they can come get them somehow, but if,
I'll do that, Judge.
that would probably be the best route, because if they don't have a hold on them, then our jail's not gonna see it and
Okay.
and do anything with it.
Thank you,
You
Judge.
can go back with the bailiff. Thank you.
I already called that.
Yeah, we already took care of that. Good morning, sir. You're Tristan Calhoun.
Yes.
And Mr. Calhoun was previously in court, entered pleas of guilty in cause numbers 25 DCCR 1216 and 1217. I've received the pre-sentence report, as well as it looks like 2 memos from probation that were follow-ups to that report. Have you all had an opportunity to review all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections to that pre-sentence report?
The only correction we had was under the substance abuse history. I believe that they their alcohol data purposes, it should have been 18, 19 years old, not 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. But that was the only correction.
Okay. Thank you. Anything?
Judge, I would just like the record to reflect that my office made multiple attempts via a regular victim contact letter with both of the complainants in these cases in order to try to obtain a restitution amount via that letter, via a restitution request form. I then was able to work with Miss Roach, who did some investigation on it. And we have an investigator to find different numbers for those young ladies. They were able to reach out to them and have them call to the
Pause
probation.
right here. This is one of the most important legal moments in the entire hearing. What just happened is something viewers often misunderstand. The original charge of evading arrest could have been much lower, but because of prior convictions, especially repeated evading offenses and prior state jail felonies, the punishment range escalates dramatically. Enhancement stack. That's how someone goes from facing minimal time to facing 2 to 10 years in prison. The judge carefully walks him through it because the law requires that he understand exactly what he's pleading to. Here's the real question. Should past mistakes permanently raise the stakes like this? Or is that how the system maintains accountability? Let me know what you think.
To the probation department as of this time, unless it's somewhere in the paper sphere. I don't have a restitution amount from them. I understand their concerns that they voiced, but I believe that the offer was appropriate based upon his lack of criminal history and the severity with which the court can punish him on any type of revocation. I don't know how Your Honor would feel about ISF based on his age. But I would suggest maybe at least considering the positive track of ISF.
And Your Honor, I have spoken with Mr. Calhoun in regards. I told him there could be restitution in the future if anything is provided.
Well, if it's not ordered today, there will not be any.
Okay.
So that's why they attempt to get all that information. And it sounds like the district attorney's office and the probation office has made a diligent attempt to try to get any number. And so, there's no coming back later for restitution, so we'll just have to go forward without that. Mr. Calhoun, I'm going to find in each of your cases that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily. And in cause number 25, DCCR 1216, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney's office and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 7 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And I'll go over some of those in just a few minutes. And then in cause number 25, DCCR 1217, also find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow that agreement and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 7 years. You'll be ordered to pay a $500 fine in that case as well and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. I am going to order that you enter and successfully complete the JCDI program. It's an outpatient treatment program. That's what was recommended after that substance abuse assessment was done. I'm not going to order any further upfront or ISF. I think you're 28 or 29.
28.
Okay. This seems very, very out of character for you. And this was a terrible day, and what you did was terrible and affects at least one of these ladies had some significant issues and probably will forever based on this. But I mean, you have no criminal history, and so we're going to get you the help you need, and hopefully you can be successful on probation and not have any issues. So what that means is you don't have felony convictions on your record right now. And if you successfully complete these probations at the end, the case will be dismissed, both of them. You'll never have a felony conviction. So it's a great opportunity that you're getting today.
Yes.
The other side of that, and part of what Ms. Molfino was stating, is that if you violate any condition of your probation, you can be brought back into court, and then I could find you guilty of both of the offenses and sentence you to prison for between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm handing you in each of your cases the trial court certifications that shows these were agreements that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. Probation will talk to you before you leave the courtroom today. It's very important that the first thing you do when you are released is go to the probation office and make sure to get everything started and lined up with them.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, yes, ma'am.
Sorry, just if I may, so
Take
the
these.
record reflects and in the instance that anybody is observing. Of course, I would not hesitate at all to put those victims in contact with victims assistance for on victims compensation.
Yeah.
Based on these pleas, I think that would be an avenue that we can travel down, and that I don't want this to obstruct that, but I understand the restitution amount. I did not have support today.
Sure, and there are definitely some avenues, if they get in touch with the district attorney's office, that might could help them with some of that. Okay, thank you, Ms. Malfino. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, careful.
Again, and then go make trial document.
Okay.
And I don't think anything's changed about the offer either.
Okay.
You agree?
Great, Kim.
Right, it's the same offer, 30-year cap.
It looks like previously
It may have been,
to reduce the charge or to
No, that's what they were requesting. That I do.
That was our counter.
not. Anyway, okay, can't read it.
My handwriting, I suspect.
All right, you're Ava Musgrove? Yes, Sharon. And in cause number 25, DCCR 0048, Ms. Musgrove is charged with the first degree felony offense of murder. And that's from December 29th of 2024. And what that means, ma'am, and we've gone over this before, is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty, the range of punishment would be between 5 years and up to 99 years or life in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, Sharon.
And I have a plea bargain rejection that you've signed here today with Mr. Gertz that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a cap of 30 years in prison, which means you would be leaving your punishment up to me. I could give you 30 years. I could give you less. It would depend on any information that was brought to me at a sentencing hearing. You have every right to reject that and have your case set for trial. I just want to make sure you understand possible consequences if we go to trial and what your options are. And do you understand all of that?
Yes, Sharon.
And do you want to reject that offer and have your case set for trial?
Yes, Sharon.
All right. And so based on kind of some of this back and forth, is there any reason to believe anything would change with regard to that offer?
No, you're not.
So I want to make everyone, make sure everybody's clear that there will not be a plea. This plea agreement will not be accepted after today. So it's either trial or a plea to something different unless there's some new evidence that's discovered that you guys don't have for some reason at this point. Do you understand?
Yes, sure.
All right. And as far as you know, you have all the discovery and,
As far as I know.
okay.
All the
Any,
stuff,
you're not
yes.
waiting on anything?
Not, I don't know anything that's still out
Okay,
there.
we'll get it set on the next available trial docket. You can go back with the bailiff. Okay. Good morning. Are you Marco Gomez? Speak up, please. And this is cause number 21-36-534. And Mr. Gomez is charged with sexual assault, set for trial to begin with jury selection on Monday, the 23rd. And what is the announcement?
Great. Stay for it.
All right, obviously, this is one of the oldest ones we've got, and so I would anticipate that it would be pretty high on the list, if not the top. Is there anything that you guys need me to know or we need to discuss before I number those cases today?
No.
All right, it looks like there was a previous rejection back in November. No changes or to that. That was for 15 years.
That was the offer we rejected, Judge. We had actually signed paperwork this morning for 8. After we signed it, I think the complaining witness called Mr. Smith and expressed that she did not want the 8-year offer. And so that was withdrawn. So
Okay.
we're here back at the trial docket.
All right, so then I'll set it. There won't be any plea agreements after today. Mr. Gomez, if you change your mind and want to enter a plea of guilty, it would be open to the court or to some other number other than that 15. Is that where y'all are at 15?
That's where we're at, Judge.
Okay, all right, then I'll set it and we'll probably see y'all at 1:00 on the 23rd. You can go back with the bailiff.
Judge, I have Willie Pugh.
Yeah.
Just need a reset on that. He's looking to hire in his own term.
Let's get Mr. Pugh, Willie Pugh. All right, are you Willie Pugh?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 25 DCCR 1835. Mr. Pugh's charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by felon. Mr. Pugh, Mr. Rojas has let me know that you or your family are trying to hire a lawyer. Is that correct?
Yes.
So are you asking me to reset your case a little bit to let y'all do that?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is about a 30-day reset, which is a normal reset. If y'all get someone hired, they'll do the paperwork to substitute in. If for some reason you're unable to hire someone, Mr. Rojas is still your attorney, will remain on your case. And when we come back at that 30 days, if you haven't been able to get one, then we'll need to move forward with Mr. Rojas, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can go back with the bailiff. Thank you, Mr. Rojas.
Thank you, Judge.
You've got Brian Trejo.
We've already taken
We
care
already
of it.
did that.
Unless you want to reconsider.
Nope, I'm good. Thanks. Forgot. Good morning, you're Giovanni Coleman. And this is 25 DCCR 0479. Mr. Coleman's charged with murder. Mr. Gertz, what is the announcement?
Judge, we're going to ask for one additional resetting. There's a number of reports and videos in this case that involves, I would say, pretty hyper-technical cell phone and block evidence. So block evidence is photographic evidence. Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry. Is this your first day?
It's my first day. It's not my first day, but I appreciate that.
I apologize.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry. Either way, that a lot of the mapping and location and work that was done here just needs some additional review, in my opinion. And then we were able to find very recently a ballistics report that was not labeled ballistics report. It was labeled like F-25 and didn't have any content. And so anyway.
So I'm gonna do one more. It looks like you have been on since May 2nd. So it's getting time for an announcement. I'll do another reset, but we need to see if we can get an announcement at that next court day. Okay.
Good. Thank you, Judge.
Stay in touch. He'll stay in touch with you.
She'll tell me.
See, you've got me thrown off
Yeah.
now. Ronald.
Wait till this next case.
Ronald Spites.
I need a couple minutes on that, Judge.
Okay.
I'm going to be asking for more time on that. So if you want to call him out.
I can get it done if that's what you.
I can do that. I just need to talk to him too. So.
Spites. We can ask him to keep them for a second after. It's me. Good morning,
This
sir.
is
You're
a
wrong.
huge turning point. When a judge says there will not be a plea agreement accepted after today, that's serious leverage. The defendant just rejected a 30-year cap offer on a first-degree murder charge. meaning if she goes to trial and loses, she could be facing anywhere from 5 years to 99 years or life. And notice how clearly the judge lays it out. No confusion, no ambiguity. Once trial begins, the safety net disappears. That's courtroom strategy in action. Deadlines create pressure. If you were facing that kind of exposure, would you risk a jury or take the cap and hope for mercy at sentencing? That decision can define the rest of someone's life.
Good morning, sir. You're Ronald Spike.
Yes, ma'am.
This is 25 DCCR 0920. Mr. Spites is charged with manslaughter, and Mr. Gertz, what's the announcement?
Judge, we're asking the court for one additional resetting on this. I need to sit down with him and just haven't had a chance to talk in detail enough about the allegations here and the evidence that they have provided us, which I believe have downloaded everything that has been uploaded. So.
Okay. Anything that you know of that you're waiting on? All right, so Mr. Spites, what I'm going to do is now that Mr. Gertz has everything, he'll be out there, I'm sure, to go over all of the information and discovery that he's received, and then we'll see where we are at the next court date. Okay, thank you. Ms. Holmes? Yes. You've got Tristan Calhoun, the Senate. And Mr. Ruiz, you were here earlier and sworn in, correct?
Sí.
Okay, thank you. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you please state your full name for the court reporter?
Sereno Nabor Lopez Ruiz.
Sereno Nabor Lopez Ruiz.
And if I can get you to speak up, I want to make sure that you can be heard.
Sereno Nabor Lopez Ruiz.
And what city do you reside in?
Port Arthur.
And what do you do for a living?
Soy pescador.
I'm a fisherman.
All right. And back on June the 18th of 2023, were you at Jose Gomez's house?
Yes.
Yes.
We heard testimony that there was a celebration going on. Yes.
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 Jose was there. Brenda was there. Your son Omar was there.
Omar estaba ahí.
Yes.
Yes.
There was drinking going on.
Estaban tomando.
Íbamos a tomar apenas estábamos.
We were just about to start drinking.
Oh, okay. And were you in any way intoxicated or drunk?
En una manera intoxicado o
No, yo
muy tomado.
estaba en 5 sentidos.
No, I was I don't know if
I didn't catch that.
yes, I was not. I'm sorry. I was in my 5 senses still.
Did you or anyone else there have any weapons?
¿De mi familia? No, ningún de mi familia.
No one from my family did.
At some point, did you get into an argument with a guy who had a machete?
No.
Did someone walk down the street?
Que traigo un machete.
El que golpeó a mi hijo.
The one who hit my son.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Es el que me estoy refiriendo.
Tell the jury how that came to be.
Estábamos esperando para la cena, ¿verdad?
We were waiting to have dinner
Ese día estábamos ahí todos
and we were all
en la
there
casa de mi sobrino.
at my nephew's house.
Cuando mi hijo le dijo a un señor que estaba enfrente de un vecino,
When my son said something to one of the neighbors,
que le traía un machete.
then he had a machete.
Que andaba haciendo con el machete.
That's the one who do with the machete.
Había niños
Because there were kids there.
y que dejara el machete.
And
Y
to
el
leave the
señor
machete.
se molestó
And the man was upset.
y se fue, dijo en 2 horas.
And he
Bueno,
said, I'm going to be back.
entonces, no,
Then
tranquilo.
we were calm.
Ah.
We don't want problems.
He said he would be back and he left Jose's property, right?
Y le dijo, voy a regresar
Sí,
después de la casa.
sí, pero nosotros no pensamos que iba a regresar.
Yes, but we didn't think he was going to come back.
But did he come back?
Pero regresó.
En 2 horas regresó.
Yeah, in about 2 hours.
Con el machete,
And
una pistola
he had a machete and a gun.
y otra persona más.
And another person.
And another person. I'm sorry.
Mr. Ruiz,
Señores,
There's a lot of conversation,
Hay mucha conversación.
and so I want to make sure that you allow the interpreter to completely
Que
finish
acabe de
the question
de entrar la pregunta
before you respond.
antes de que responda.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Gracias.
There was another person with him, and what, if anything, was that other person carrying?
Y si la otra persona, usted vio que traía algo en las manos,
La persona que nos agredió,
la otra persona.
la que venía con el que le pegó a mi hijo, traía una arma.
My son did have a weapon.
Was it a firearm?
Era una arma, una pistola.
No, era una R-15, una que yo la vi. Claro.
R-15, because I did see it.
Was it similar to what's
Es
in this?
igual.
Okay, deje que acabe y luego respondo. Okay,
Thank you.
Was
Make
it?
sure, Mr. Ruiz,
señor Luis.
it's very important
Bien importante que
that you wait for everybody to ask the question.
que acaben de hacer la pregunta primero.
Okay.
Was it similar, or did it resemble what is depicted here in State's Exhibit number 2?
Yes.
Okay. Were there shots fired?
¿Hubo disparos?
Let's see.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you remember by who and how many?
¿Recuerda quién disparó y cuántos disparos?
Yo escuché 2 disparos con la arma pequeña, una pistola.
I heard 2 shots with a smaller firearm.
Now, the individual who was carrying the firearm resembling State's Exhibit number 2, do you see that individual in the courtroom here today?
Pero la persona ¿quiénes son? No sé.
¿Lo puede identificar usted?
Pues,
Could you please point to him? Well, what was the answer? Do you see him in the courtroom today?
pero no.
There's somebody who looks like him, but
Well, could you point to that person that looks like the individual?
¿usted piensa que se parece?
Pues, se parece al señor aquel que está allá.
Le tiene que apuntar.
What kind of clothing is that individual wearing?
The suit.
What color?
Color.
No, es morado, digo, verdecito.
Greenish?
Are we talking about this individual right here?
Parece, sí.
I think so, yes.
And I'd ask that the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
The record will so reflect.
Did the defendant point the firearm at you or any of the other people there?
¿Usted o otra persona?
Él me pegó con la arma en la cara.
He hit me with the weapon in my face.
Did he hit anybody else?
¿Le pegó a alguien más?
Me pegó a mi hijo
Más
en la
tarde.
cabeza.
In his head.
And were the two of you injured?
¿Los dos de ustedes fueron heridos?
Sí, sí, sí.
Yes.
And did the two of you have to go to the hospital?
Ustedes dos tuvieron que ir al hospital.
Yes.
Yes.
And did the police talk to you?
¿La policía habló con ustedes?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you tell the police what happened?
¿Usted le dijo a la policía qué pasó?
Yes.
Yes.
And have you told this jury essentially what you told the police?
Usted fue lo mismo que le dijo a la policía. Yes.
And were you in fear of your life or the safety of the other people there?
Por mi vida lo remito
From
en
my
familia.
life and my sons and my families.
Best witness, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Ms. Prazo?
Thank you, Laura.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ruiz. How are you?
Señor Luis, ¿cómo está?
Bueno, sí.
Good afternoon, thank you.
Are you 100% certain that this man is the man that was
Que ese es el
at
hombre
Enrique's
que estaba
house?
en la casa de Enrique?
Sí.
Yes.
Yes.
100% certain.
100% segura.
Yes.
Yes.
Were you ever shown a lineup, a photo lineup by the police?
Fotos de la policía.
¿De la policía?
La policía le enseñó una alineación de fotos.
No, yo lo busqué en Facebook.
No, I looked for him on Facebook.
Who gave you the name to look for on Facebook?
No, señor, para buscarlo en Facebook.
Muchas personas lo conocen.
A lot of different people know him.
It wasn't Omar?
No Roma,
No, mi hija, mi
No.
esposa,
mm,
lo conoce todo mucho.
my wife, a lot of people know him.
How do you know him?
¿Cómo
Have you
que-
seen, well, let me ask you this. Have you seen him before?
¿Lo ha visto usted anteriormente?
Anteriormente no lo había visto.
No, I haven't seen him.
And you gave a statement to the police on June 22nd of 2023. Do you recall that?
When they hit me?
So do you remember the incident happening on June 18th of 2023?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you remember
¿Usted recuerda?
speaking with the police
Yes.
a couple of times? You actually gave a statement twice. Do you recall that?
¿Recuerda eso?
Sí.
Yes.
You gave a statement on June 18th, the day that it happened. Do you recall that?
18 de junio. ¿Recuerda eso?
Pues pienso que sí.
I think so.
And you also gave a statement on June 22nd of 23. Do you recall that?
¿Recuerda eso?
Sí.
Yes.
The statement that you gave on June the 18th, do you remember telling the police that you were drinking?
Decido a la policía que usted estaba tomando?
No recuerdo eso.
I don't remember that.
And just for the sake of time, what did the other three individuals that came back with Ricardo and the man with that you pointed out here in court, the other three individuals that came back, what did they look like?
¿Cómo se veían
Los otros tipos,
los otros tipos?
pues uno si lo miro lo reconozco.
If I see him, I can recognize him.
Well, do you recall saying there were 5 people that came
¿Recuerda que usted
back to the
dijo que
house?
Eran 5 personas que regresó a la casa.
Estos los demás corrieron.
The rest ran.
Y era de noche.
And
Pues,
it was nighttime.
no, imposible.
It
Pues.
was impossible to see him.
I mean, that's a specific number.
Es un número muy específico.
Don't you agree?
No. ¿Piensa usted que es un número muy específico?
De 5 personas.
Sí.
Yo pienso que no, porque sí.
So, but, I mean, there's a lot.
And do you recall that when you first told the police that you were hit by someone, which would have been on June the 18th, you weren't able to identify who hit you?
No pudo identificar quién le pegó.
Pues en ese ratito,
In that instant,
no, porque no
No.
realmente ok.
But on the 22nd and here today, you're saying that you do know who hit you.
y ahora sí está diciendo que usted sabe quién le pegó.
Yes.
Yes.
And so you agree with me that you first initially told the police that 5 guys came with flashlights.
Usted le dijo a la policía que vinieron 5 hombres con luces.
Pues venían varios con luces, con pocos.
I mean, it was a few who
pero
came with
como
flashlights,
me alumbraron,
but they were shining in my face.
me pegaron ya no vi
And they
nada.
hit me, and after that, nothing.
Ya de ahí, ya de que me golpearon, no vi nada.
After they hit me, I didn't see anything.
Do you recall telling the police about 5 guys came?
¿Usted recuerda de haber dicho a la policía que vinieron 5 hombres?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Now, on the 22nd
Y el día 22,
of 2023, when you gave your second statement,
cuando dio la segunda declaración,
do you recall saying
¿usted recuerda haber dicho
where the guy holding the AR-15 hit you at?
a el dice dónde le pegó?
Sí,
Yes.
And where was that?
¿Y dónde le pegó?
en la cara.
On my face.
You could read this sentence starting right here and ending there to refresh and recollect his memory.
So, esto es una declaración que digo, se la voy a leer.
Okay.
Yo intenté de quitarle la R15, pero me pegó con la R15 en el lado izquierdo antes de que yo se la pudiera agarrar.
Correcto.
That's correct.
Okay. So this does not say that you were hit in your face, does it?
Pero eso no dice que le pegaron en la cara.
No, porque.
No, because
Me pegó.
I mean, it's yes or no.
sí
It
o
does
no.
not say you were hit in your face.
Yes. No dice que
You
le
agree
pegaron
with
en la
that?
cara.
Hold on, let her
Parte de la
translate,
declaración.
Okay.
let her translate.
Does it say that?
Si me golpearon, tengo la evidencia.
They did hit me. I have evidence and pictures.
Could you read that to him again, please?
Dice, traté de quitarle la R15, pero me pegó con la R15 en el lado izquierdo,
Así es.
antes de que yo la tomara.
Así es. Yo no pude hacer nada.
I couldn't do anything. Yes.
Does it say that you were hit in
Pero
the
dice
face?
que le pegaron. Dice la declaración que le pegaron en la cara.
Pues ahí nos dice.
Well, not there.
So somebody wrote the statement.
So I didn't.
For you?
Esa declaración por usted.
No.
No.
Las declaraciones todos, claro, policías.
The statement was taken by the officer.
So is the officer lying?
So el oficial está mintiendo?
No.
No.
So you testified earlier that the person firing the gun
Que la persona disparando
was the man with the pistol. And is that right?
Eso es correcto.
La pistola.
La pistola.
Ese no me pegó a mí.
He didn't hit me.
That wasn't my question.
Esa no era mi pregunta.
You testified just a little bit ago, not too long ago, that the person that shot the gun
Que disparó la
was the man carrying the pistol.
era el hombre.
Do you recall that?
¿Usted recuerda eso?
Si es el que dispara.
No, that's the one who fired.
Okay, so if your son Omar testified earlier that it was the man with the AK-47, the bald man with the glasses carrying the AK-47, that would be incorrect?
Calvo con los lentes.
Yeah.
¿Sería incorrecto?
Hold on,
I believe that's a mischaracterization.
hold on, sir.
I believe that's a mischaracterization of his testimony. I don't recall him saying that.
I mean, if we need to go back and read the record, Your Honor, that's what he said.
Give me a second. Gonna take me a minute. There's specific testimony to the opposite of what that question is. If y'all want me to read it.
So, Your Honor, specifically when I questioned Mr. Lopez about what was in his statement.
The question was, and where was the man that was holding the rifle? Where was he at when he started shooting his rifle? And that was your question. Answer, he didn't shoot the rifle. The one came shooting was the one holding the revolver.
And that's my recollection of the testimony as well, Judge.
And if there's any issue with regard to testimony and confusion during jury deliberations, there will be ways for them to request for testimony to be read back. But with specific to that, that is at least what the testimony was.
Right. And I think
That cross-examination was critical. The defense focused on inconsistencies, the number of people present, whether the witness could initially identify who hit him, whether statements to police matched testimony in court. That's exactly how credibility is tested in a jury trial. But the judge stepped in at a key moment to clarify what the witness actually said. That intervention matters because mischaracterizing testimony can influence how a jury processes evidence. Ultimately, the jury will weigh two things: consistency and certainty. Today's hearing showed three realities of criminal court. Prior convictions can dramatically enhance punishment. Plea offers expire, sometimes permanently. And in trial testimony, precision is everything. If you found this case as intense as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
I think after he stated that, there was refreshing recollection because of what he testified to was different than what was in his statement.
But his testimony is what his testimony was, which is what he said here today.
Okay.
And so if there's your question had to do with whether or not somebody else wrote that, and there was a whole line of questioning with regard to whether he did or if there was miscommunication, but that wasn't the testimony, if that makes sense.
It is.
All right.
I have no further questions.
Thank you, Ms. Brazo. Mr. Coleman?
I have no further questions for this witness, Judge.
Any objection to Mr. Ruiz being excused? Mr. Ruiz, you'll be excused. Please keep in mind those instructions that I gave you earlier. Thank you, sir. You can step down.